Good morning, just clearing the waiting room. Okay, good morning. This is the voting meeting before the licensing board for the city of Boston. Today is Thursday, January 6th, 2022. While the public is encouraged to attend, there will be no additional public testimony accepted today. We are beginning with the license premise inspection hearing that took place on Tuesday, January 4th, 2022. Item 1, Congress Fine Dining LLC doing business as Lucky's, located at 355 to 359 Congress Street. Date of the incident, July 23rd, 2021, assault and battery, patron on patron, in violation of Mass General Laws, Chapter 138, Section 64, and Chapter 265, Section 13A.
Thank you, Danny. There was no, let me start over again. The management cooperated and worked with the police to pull video, and there was no evidence that these two alleged assailants were actually patrons of this establishment. So I see no violation here.
I agree.
I didn't see one either.
Okay. Item number 2, Game On Fenway LLC doing business as Game On Sports Cafe, located at 72 to 82 Lansdowne Street. Date of the incident, July 31st, 2021. Offer or delivery of any free drinks to any person or group of persons in violation of Mass General Law, Chapter 138, Section 64, and Board's Rule 1.08C.
I wasn't able to determine who offered this party the drinks. While I don't dismiss what the victim said happened that night, it was difficult to establish who actually offered and delivered the drinks to her. That being said, I don't see a violation for offer or delivery of any free drinks.
Did they give us a list? I didn't see it.
Of what?
They said they had a list of the bartenders.
They did, yes, they sent that over.
For me, there was enough to believe that the drinks were delivered. I think a lot of the hearing got wrapped up in the potential drugging, which obviously, if that was the matter before us, that would have been not enough to show any kind of drugging or anything, even though it was suspicious. But I felt there was enough credibility in the witness to say that she had a good enough recollection that she was delivered free drinks. So I would vote for a violation.
I actually believed her as well.
Okay, I just want to make clear, I'm not saying I don't believe the witness. That being said, Danny, we have 2 votes for a violation.
Yes, I do see we have 2 votes for a violation, 1 vote not for a violation. So with the violation, I guess the question is what
I'm
next?
assuming there's we have no recent history or anything like this, right? That was my understanding. I just want to make sure I'm right.
That is correct.
Right.
So I would normally vote for a warning, and I think it would be enough given the circumstances, how kind of.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
And
I wouldn't want to punish them for the idea that it might have included drugging, because it's definitely not part of it. So it's not like it's just delivery of free drinks.
Right.
And that's all I can find, and so that would really only entail a warning normally. So I would vote for a warning.
And is there any need for written correspondence?
Yes.
Maybe just as a reminder not to deliver drinks?
I want to get to that, Commissioner Saxon. So let's just get your vote for whether or not you vote for a warning. Okay, because then I want to add something I had wanted to add to.
Yep. Okay. So
we have a vote for a written warning.
Yep, I see
and
that.
then the part I want to add is that this board sent out an advisory to all licensees on November 22nd regarding this prevalent drugging that's going on around the city. It wasn't clear to me that this establishment or their attorney was aware of that. Boston Police also sent out an advisory on December 1st. So in addition to the written correspondence, I would like to send copies of our advisories and ask the licensee to retrain their staff and to confirm with us when that training was done.
I think that would be great.
Okay, so to reiterate, we have a vote for a violation with a written warning, and In addition, correspondence from the board, including the board's advisory, Boston Police Department's advisory, and asking for confirmation of retraining of staff.
Yes.
Great. Thank you. Item number 3, High Street Restaurant Group LLC doing business as Howl at the Moon and Down Ultra Lounge located at 184 High Street. Dated the incident July 31st, 2021. Patron on patron assault and battery in violation of Mass General Law, Chapter 138, Section 64, and Chapter 265, Section 13A.
I don't think this was foreseeable, so I don't find a violation.
I agree.
I agree.
Okay, no violation. Item 4, Johnny's on the Side LLC doing business as West End Johnny's located at 138 Portland Street. Date of the incident, August 28th, 2021. Overserved patron in violation of Mass General Law, Chapter 138, Section 64. The licensee failed to appear at Tuesday's hearing.
I vote to defer this until we can contact the licensee and their attorney. Otherwise, the record will stand as the police reports and the testimony yesterday.
That sounds good. Thank you.
Thank you. I will contact them after this hearing. Item 5, GM Restaurant Enterprises, Inc. doing business as La Terraza located at 19 Bennington Street in East Boston. Date of the incident, October 12th, 2021. Assault and battery, employee on patron in violation of Mass General Law, Chapter 138, Section 64, and Chapter 265, Section 13A.
I don't see a violation.
I agree.
I couldn't make anything beyond a 50-50 case tie. Goes to no violation.
Okay, no violation. Item 6, Old Colonial Corporation doing business as Bell in Hand located at 45 to 55 Union Street. Date of the incident, October 13th, 2021. Assault and battery, patron on patron inside bar in violation of Mass General Law, Chapter 138, Section 64, and Chapter 265, Section 13A.
This wasn't foreseeable. The staff cooperated at all times, so I don't see a violation.
I don't either.
Sorry, same way.
Item number 7, Rosticeria Cancun 2 LLC doing business as Rosticeria Cancun 2 located at 145 Meridian Street in East Boston. Date of the incident, October 16th, 2021. Post-wedding dinner reception for a business currently closed for building renovation in violation of Mass General Laws, Chapter 138, Section 64.
I don't see a violation. It's something that shouldn't have happened. I think there was confusion on part of who had responsibility at this point in time, but I don't see a violation of our rules and regulations.
Is there an opening here for written correspondence about
Yes,
when the people that were there are about to take over the license, maybe just get it in writing that this would be improper if the license was fully operational at that point?
I agree with that. That's fine.
Agree, no violation.
Okay, no violation. Correspondence from the board. Thank you. Item number 8, Perkins Square Restaurant LLC doing business as Fat Baby Sushi and Cocktails located at 118 Dorchester Street in South Boston. Date of the incident, August 10th, 2021. Overcrowding, 144 found a mechanical count, capacity 117, house count 112, in violation of Mass General Laws, Chapter 138, Section 64, and Board's Rule 1.03J, 1.06A, and F.
I see a violation.
I agree.
So Danny, now we look to see if there's any history of that, which I believe there isn't. So I would vote for a written warning.
Yeah, we good, Danny?
We are good there, yes.
Yeah, I would agree the same thing with no history.
Commissioner Saxon, you agree as well?
I agree with the warning.
Okay. Violation, written warning. Item 9, Boston Wings LLC doing business as Wingstop located at 173 Border Street in East Boston. Date of the incident, September 19th, 2021. Expired common victular license in violation of Mass General Law, Chapter 140. Licensee failed to appear at Tuesday's hearing.
So they were rescheduled before, correct? So I would vote for a warning. Or did they have a warning before?
No, they were not previously scheduled to appear. This was their first time scheduled.
Okay. So So I vote that we reach out to the licensee, and should they not respond, we'll take further action. I think this is 2 years.
I agree.
I'm sorry, did we read this one into the record?
We did. We had a second call.
Yeah, after the phone call, okay, I'm sorry.
Great. So the vote is that a correspondence from the board that they need to renew their CV, respond, or the board will take further action.
Yes.
Okay. Just clarifying.
The next step would be to schedule like a cancellation, or how would we do that? Or would we just, if we don't hear from them? Does that happen administratively, or do we have to meet again? That's all I'm asking, I'm sorry.
I think because it's a CV license, we can administratively suspend it. We would have to go.
I don't think we have to schedule a cancellation hearing like we would if it was a liquor.
No,
license.
not for CV.
I was just more my curiosity, thank you.
All right, correspondence from the board on number 9. Item 10, Blanchard's Inc. doing business as Blanchard's, located at 99 to 103 Harvard Avenue in Alston, date of the incident October 30th, 2021. Consumption of alcohol in front of premise in violation of Mass General Law, Chapter 138, Section 64.
I don't see a violation.
I didn't either.
I'm actually having a hard time remembering the facts on this one.
This was Attorney Miller's client, and they pulled all the receipts from, it was a Halloween incident, and the testimony was that the video camera showed that these 2 people had not purchased the items inside, but they had come from another direction.
That's right.
And they had
Yeah,
showed
that-
up very recently as well. I thought that was a deciding
Yeah.
factor.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
Great, no
Thank you.
violation. Moving on to transactional hearing, which occurred on Wednesday, January 5th, 2022. Item 1, the Anthem Group, Inc., doing business as The Anchor, located at 36 First Ave in Charlestown, has applied for a common victual license to be exercised on the above. In reviewing the full application, the applicant does not currently have a lease for that space, so we will defer the vote until applicant can prove right to occupy the space. Item 2, Cafe Iterum LLC, doing business as Cafe Iterum, located at 15 Monsignor Albert A. Jacoby Road in East Boston, has applied for a common victualler license to be exercised on the above. Manager Matthew McPherson, hours of operation 6 a.m. to 9 p.m.
I vote to approve.
I agree.
I agree as well.
Item 3, RJ Hart LLC, doing business as Mama's Delicatessen, located at 100 High Street, has applied for a common victualler license to be exercised on the above. Manager Alon Munzer, hours of operation 7 a.m. to 10 p.m.
I vote to approve.
I agree.
Agree as well.
Item 4, Delta Airlines, Inc., doing business as Delta Sky Club, located at Logan Airport Terminal A in East Boston, has applied for a new common victualler license to be exercised on the above. Manager Rebecca Basilla, hours of operation 4:30 a.m. to 10 p.m.
I vote to approve.
I agree.
I agree as well.
Item 5, 111 East Restaurant LLC, doing business as Lola Burger, located at 11 Fan Pier Boulevard. Holder of a common victualler 7-day wine and malt beverages license, petition to change the corporate name of the licensed business to Lola Burger Boston Restaurant LLC, doing business as Lola Burger.
I vote to approve.
I agree.
I agree as well.
Item 6, Seaport Food and Beverage LLC, located at 370 Congress Street, has petitioned for a change in officers, directors, LLC manager of the corporation.
I vote to approve.
I agree.
I agree as well.
Item 7, Wahlburgers Fenway LLC, doing business as Wahlburgers, located at 132 Brookline Avenue, has petitioned for a change of officers, directors of the corporation, and has petitioned for a change of ownership and stock interest.
I vote to approve.
I agree.
I agree.
Item 8, Wahlburgers South Bay Company LLC, doing business as Wahlburgers, located at 9 District Avenue in Dorchester, has petitioned for a change of officers, directors of the corporation, has petitioned for a change of ownership and stock interest, and has petitioned to change the manager of the licensed business to James Smith Jr.
I vote to approve.
I agree.
I agree.
Item 9, Stage Karaoke LLC, located at 138 Brighton Avenue in Alston, has petitioned to amend the description of the licensed business to in one large room on second floor with bar seating areas and stage, restrooms, kitchen, and storage, and 12 smaller individual rooms for karaoke.
I vote to approve.
I agree.
Item 10, 378 Center Street, Inc., doing business as the Brendan Behan Pub located at 378 Center Street in Jamaica Plain, has petitioned to amend the description of the licensed business to one main room on ground floor, approximately 1,000 square feet, in one room on first floor, cellar for storage, approximately 2,200 square feet, year-round outdoor patio and rear of premises, approximately 850 square feet on private property, patio closing hour 10 p.m.
I vote to approve.
I agree.
Well,
Item 11, Cafe Bonjour Inc., doing business as Cafe Bonjour, located at 55 Temple Place, has petitioned to change the classification of its license to wines, malt beverages, and liqueurs.
I vote to approve.
I agree.
I agree as well.
Item 12, The Wine Bar LLC, doing business as 49 Social, located at 49 Temple Place, has petitioned to transfer the license from the above to K&K Restaurant Group Inc., doing business as Estella at the same location, Mindra Helder Brandeo, closing hour 2 a.m.
I vote to approve.
I agree.
I agree as well.
Item 13, Equator Inc., doing business as Equator, located at 1721 Washington Street in Roxbury, has petitioned to transfer the license from the above to P&Y Ventures Inc., doing business as Yunnan Kitchen at the same location. Yisha Jusu, manager, 11 p.m. closing hour.
I vote to approve.
I agree.
I agree.
Items 14 and 15, UMNVAG Kenmore LLC, located at 528 Commonwealth Avenue and located at 498 Commonwealth Avenue, has petitioned to transfer the license from the above to BR Kenmore LLC, doing business as Blue Ribbon Brasserie, Blue Ribbon Sushi, Pescador at same location. Robert Allen Anderson, Jr. Manager, closing hour 2 a.m., and has petitioned to pledge the license to UMNVAG Kenmore LLC.
I vote to approve.
I agree.
I agree as well.
And that was for items 14 and 15.
Yes.
Item 16, Baked Daily Corporation, doing business as Panaficio, located at 144 to 162 Charles Street, has petitioned to transfer the license and the location from the above to Immersive Art Space Boston LLC, located at 130 Columbus Avenue, closing hour 11 p.m., has petitioned to change the license category and type to a Section 12 General on premises wine and malt beverages with liqueurs. Maria Schlover, manager. Since the hearing, we have received correspondence from the applicant proving Massachusetts residency as of January 7th. Additionally, we have learned that the applicant has reached a cooperation agreement with the Bay Village Civic Association, and they have agreed to move forward with the request for a liqueurs license.
Thanks, Danny. Thanks for the follow-up on that. I vote to approve this application.
I agree.
I do too.
Okay. Item number 17 has been further continued to the January 26th transactional hearing.
I just want to note in the record that will be the last request for a deferral on this one.
Great. Thank you. Item 18, Verpa Corp., doing business as Square Bites, located at 38 Maverick Square in East Boston, has applied for a retail package store wines and malt beverages license to be exercised on the above. Manager Disha Patel, closing time 11 p.m.
I vote to approve.
I agree.
I agree as well.
Item 19, Wilbur Collective LLC, doing business as Pearl and Lime, located at 99 to 101 Border Street in East Boston, has applied for a common victular 7-day all alcoholic beverages license to be exercised on the above. Manager Vanny Kakobian, closing time 1 a.m.
I thought this was a very unique concept, and I liked that this was an opportunity for a restaurant to go into this location at an affordable rate. I think the applicant adequately described public need for this type of license at this location. I would vote to approve this license pending the availability of this type of license at this location. And that vote would be, I'd also like to add the condition that while we wouldn't necessarily issue the license until they have their butters meeting.
I agree.
Is that what was asked yesterday, Danny, that we just not issue it until the butters meeting takes place?
I believe that was, yes, this is one where they never had an actual butters meeting based on the advice of ONS.
Okay, so
concerns from the neighbors.
Right, just to get on the record, they had taken the advice of ONS last fall due
Correct.
to all the support that they had and the fact that they had several community meetings. Their advice was they didn't need an abutters meeting, so I'd just like to take back that condition. Encourage them to work with the abutters, but I would grant this license pending the availability of it.
Sounds good.
Okay,
Sorry, I
so
made it really confusing, Danny.
let me just to clarify for the record, the vote is just to grant the license pending the availability of a license for which they qualify.
Yes. Yes, that's the key part there.
Perfect, thank you. Item 20, Sodexo Operations LLC, doing business as Lufthansa Business Lounge, located at 500 Logan Airport Terminal E in East Boston, has applied for an airport common victular 7-day all alcohol beverages license to be exercised on the above. Manager Kendra Lombard, closing time 10 p.m.
I vote to approve.
I agree.
I agree as well.
Item 21, AHF Speedway Holdings LLC, doing business as Charles River Speedway, located at 1420 to 1440 Soldiers Field Road in Brighton, has applied for a common victular 7-day all alcohol beverages license to be exercised on the above, and has also petitioned for approval of management agreements with Super BN LLC, TKC LLC, and Birds of Paradise LLC. Manager Marcos Doyle, closing time 1 a.m.
Okay. This application has worked closely with this board and with this applicant has worked closely with this board and the ABCC to iron out exactly where the alcohol would be served and what parts of the premise the license would cover. The testimony yesterday was that they had 22 meetings and the plan has not changed since then. I do take into consideration Councilor Breeden's request that we hold our vote until after the Alston Civic Association meets. However, my vote today is to grant it, knowing that it will take several weeks for the ABCC to complete their review of this application, and knowing that time frame will allow the applicant to meet with this Alston Civic Association, which really isn't even this particular neighborhood. I just think it's a good compromise to let this business continue the process while making sure the surrounding community is heard. And Danny, I think we had a conversation, you had a conversation with Council Breeden's office.
Yep, who had agreed to that a compromise would be to grant the license and not issue it until after that meeting with the Alston Civic Association had occurred.
Okay, so my vote is to grant this license.
I agree.
I vote to approve it today.
Okay. Moving on to non-hearing transactions. The following are applying for a new common victular license at a previously licensed location. Item 1, Lotus Test Kitchen Inc. doing business as Lotus Test Kitchen 2. Lotus Test Kitchen doing business as Lotus Test Kitchen, located at 2 Avenue de Lafayette. Store level street level storefront with kitchen, no seats. Wei Da Wu, manager of record. Hours of operation 6 a.m. to 11 p.m.
I vote to approve.
I agree.
Agree as well.
Item 2, El Barrio MX LLC, doing business as El Barrio Mexican Grill, located at 809 to 811 Harrison Avenue. First floor kitchen, dining room, basement for storage, 22 seats. Joandre J. Vasquez, manager of record. Hours of operation 6 a.m. to 11 p.m.
I vote to approve.
I agree.
I agree as well.
Item 3, Baron Yusuf AK, doing business as Milano Pizzeria and Pasta, located at 60 Washington Street in Brighton. Street level pizza shop, 1 room with kitchen and rear, 12 seats. Baron Yusuf Ak as manager of record. Hours of operation 11 a.m. to 1 a.m.
I vote to approve.
I agree.
Item 4, 692 Columbia LLC, doing business as Side Chick, located at 692A Columbia Road in Dorchester. 1 room, first floor, kitchen and rear, storage and basement, 10 seats. Mohammed Abd Al-Kabi is manager of record. Hours of operation 6 a.m. to 11 p.m.
I vote to approve.
I agree.
I agree as well.
Item 5, Esmerlin Baez, doing business as Greek Pizza, located at 1132 Blue Hill Avenue in Dorchester. 1 room and first floor, kitchen and rear, storage and rear, 20 seats. Esmerlin Baez, manager of record. Hours of operation Monday to Wednesday, 6 a.m. to 2 a.m., Thursday to Sunday, closed at midnight, and midnight to 3 a.m. for delivery for Uber Eats and Grubhub.
I vote to approve.
I agree.
I agree.
Item 6, Poke Faneuil Hall LLC, doing business as Poke Works, located at 1 Faneuil Hall Marketplace. First floor kitchen, storage and basement, no seats. Wong Tran, manager of record. Hours of operation Monday to Saturday, 10 a.m. to 9 p.m., Sunday, 11 a.m. to 7 p.m.
I vote to approve.
I agree.
I agree.
Item 7, DLW Dine Boston LLC, doing business as Dine Boston, located at Logan Airport Terminal E in East Boston. Restaurant third level, west end, pre-security of Terminal E, 95 seats. Antonio Alicia, manager of record, hours of operation 6 a.m. to 1:15 a.m.
I vote to approve.
I agree.
Item 8, HP Food Services, Inc., doing business as La Esquina Sandwiches, located at 1151B Blue Hill Avenue in Dorchester. First floor, storefront, kitchen, office, bathroom, storage in the basement, no seats. Hammer Pimentel, manager of record, hours of operation 6 a.m. to 11 p.m.
Vote to approve.
I agree.
The following is applied to make changes to their existing common victular license. Taste on the Fly Logan LLC, doing business as Berkshire Fair Market, Logan Airport Terminal B in East Boston, has petitioned to change the manager to Antonio Alicia.
I vote to approve.
I agree.
I agree.
And the board has before them a list of special one-day alcohol licenses, which have been reviewed administratively by staff and approved by the board. And finally, old and new business. We have one item to vote on by the board. The board deferred the following to allow for completion of the community process, which has occurred. See, this is a transfer, CRT Food and Beverage Inc., doing business as Whiskey's Steakhouse and Saloon, located at 885 Boylston Street. This is a common victular 7-day all alcoholic beverages license. Petition to transfer that license and the location to Mecha Noodle Bar Boston LLC, doing business as Mecha Noodle Bar, located at 44 Thompson Place. Charith Jayasekara, manager, closing hour 12:30 a.m. We have received a letter of support from the Fort Point Neighborhood Association, who asked for an earlier closing hour of 11 p.m. on Sunday through Wednesday, which the applicant has agreed to.
Okay, I vote to approve.
I agree.
I agree as well.
Okay, grant with the revised hours.
Yes, yes.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you. Those are all of the items before the board. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good week.
You too.
Good one.